just as with last week's video, a couple of people have requested me to do a video on this occasion in relation to what I might describe as the fine and lost art of doing nothing. I had an advanced workshop a couple of weeks ago, and we were teasing out the importance and the relevance of meditating. And it came up in the conversation that surely my recommendation that from time to time you spend time doing nothing was a form of meditation. Now, whether it is or whether it isn't is beside the point, but certainly the discipline of meditation and the discipline of doing nothing are two separate things. Whether there is a direct split between them or not is neither here nor there. I want to deal with the difference between meditation and doing nothing, and then I'll go on to explain what doing nothing is and what the benefits of doing nothing are. Meditation is a discipline. Meditation is an exercise like getting on a treadmill in a gym. Meditation is a means of training your mind to be super fit, to be clear of all extraneous noise, all useless thought, and to enter into the flow of the universe, if you want to take meditation that far. Meditation disciplines an otherwise totally undisciplined normal mind. Meditation enables you to pay attention to your senses, and thereby, in coming to your senses, to pay attention to and live in the reality of the here and now. Meditation, if taken further, can actually enable you to experience the wonder of being part of something greater. But meditation, as I say, is a discipline. It is an exercise. Doing nothing is something different. Doing nothing is exactly what it says it is. Simply sitting somewhere doing absolutely nothing. Now, if you're not used to a clear state of mind that is developed through meditation, you will not be able to sit down and do nothing, because your mind will be peppered by distraction. Particularly because you're sitting there with your eyes open, your mind will simply wander all over the place. But there are two forms of wandering that the mind undertakes. First of all, there is the distractive wandering, where your mind simply latches onto some completely useless thought, or drags you down into the gutter and mugs you with a chain or a train of negative thought. Now, we all know what that feels like. We're all normal people. But there is a second kind of wandering that the mind does as well, and this is what might loosely be described as subconscious wandering. This is where, rather than you being dragged down and mugged by useless thought, some thought comes in from what might be described as left field. Some light bulb goes off in your head. Some creative spark is illuminated in your mind, simply as you're sitting there. This is what artists and scientists call inspiration. And this is the key benefit of doing nothing. Because if you sit and do nothing in a clear state of mind, and I'll explain how in a moment, or at least what's involved, then you leave yourself open to the wonder of inspiration. You flow in flow with a universe that is simply flowing in the right direction for you if you listen to it. And that's what you do when you sit and do nothing. In other words, the key benefit of doing nothing is that you become inspired. You enter into the realm of all good ideas. They simply come to you. How do you sit and do nothing? Because obviously if you do guided meditation, there are guidelines. If you do unguided silent meditation, at least again there are guidelines. You know what you're supposed to be doing. But how do you sit and do nothing? Well, first of all, you don't walk and do nothing, because walking is doing something. Simply find a nice quiet place to sit, indoors, outdoors. It could be an airport lounge. It could be out here on my balcony looking up at Mont Blanc. Could be anywhere. Anywhere where you won't be disturbed for 5, 10, 15, preferably 15 or 20 minutes. You could have a cup of coffee there in front of you. No glasses of wine, because wine clouds the mind. Alcohol clouds the mind. Or a glass of water. You might even find that your cup of coffee will have gone cold after the 20 minutes. Because what you do is you simply sit down and you notice and observe what's going on. That's all. You don't add to what is going on. You don't take away from what is going on. If a cloud passes you by in the sky, you simply see it for what it is. Something that, like everything else in life, is arising and passing away. And as you gently lull yourself into a clear state of mind with your eyes wide open, you simply enter into this realm of all good ideas, this realm of creativity. You simply open yourself up at will to being inspired.